Alright, this video is on trespass. Trespass is another common law action that can be used in environmental cases. Alright, as mentioned in my previous video, trespass is part of common law cases. The action of trespass to land, developed to protect the rights of landowners from unauthorized entry of interference. Damages may be sought for like monetary loss sustained by an occupier of land as a result of unauthorized entry by a person, animal or thing onto his or her land, and unauthorized contact with the land includes placing or throwing object into the land without permissions. So there are a lot of examples of trespass. For example, you place your waste besides or in somebody else's land, or you enter into restricted areas. The trespassers must pay for all harms caused while on the other's land. People who want to speak to you can of course come up to your front door without trespassing. They will only become trespassers when they are asking to leave but remain on your land. That is when their entry becomes unauthorized. Few actions for trespass are taken as they are cumbersome, and if no harm is done, only nominal damages can be obtained. Before I forgot, trespass includes when you rear animals like cows, like lambs, cattle. So if these animals enter somebody's land without their permission, so that is also considered as trespass, and you are responsible for it. An example of trespass where substantial harm was done is provided in the Australian case of Whitehouse against Ramme, 1988, 64 LGRA 375. The action was brought by John Whitehouse, who is the director of New South Wales National Park and Wildlife Service against Claus Remme, R-E-M-M-E, Claus Remme. Alright, so we put it as R. W, which is Whitehouse, claimed that R had committed a trespass by building a road within the Blue Mountain National Park southeast of Oberon. In 1987, the National Parks and Wildlife Service rangers noticed that a new track had been bulldozed near the Parliament Creek Road, destroying at least 5,000 mature trees and requiring cutting off up to 2 meters deep to be made. Alright, after R had been made aware that he was working without permission in the national park, bulldozing work continued and an erosion of the track was noted. R wished to construct the road to enable semi-trailers to gain access to a portion of the land within the national park. The existing roads could not carry semi-trailers. Overall, the bulldozed road went through the national park for 3.2 kilometers. Justice Stein of the New South Wales Land and Environment Court found that R had committed numerous trespasses of land in the Blue Mountain National Park between July 1987 and February 1988. R was then restrained from doing any further work on the road and ordered to pay cost of restoration for the damage that has been done. So that would be a lot of money to pay the cost of restoration of the damage that has been done. Alright, in the case of Janaki and another against Chok Chuan Sang and others in 1973, this is a case in Malaysia, citation 1973 2 MLJ, page 96, the plaintiffs claimed that the defendant had wrongfully entered and trespassed upon their land, digging a canal and widening and deepening an existing drain thereon. In this case, there was a direct interference. The defendants were liable to the plaintiffs for brazenly and in complete disregard of the plaintiff's right of property, entered upon the latter's property to dredge the existing canals, and through their servant resorted to threatening behavior. Okay, in theory, property rights in land extend from the land at the surface of the earth to a point at the center of the earth and infinitely up to the sky. There are, however, practical limits to the ownership when it comes to the success of actions in trespass. In the American case of Edwards against Sims in 1929, it involved land that had a cave beneath it. The entrance of the cave was on the land belonging to Sims, who ran a business taking tours of the cave. The tours passed through the areas of the cave which were beneath land owned by Edwards. It was held that a trespass had been committed by Sims and the Edwards should get money for its exploitations. This is despite the fact that Edwards could not have exercised control over the cave beneath the land. Alright, see you in my next video on nuisance.